Thinking about buying a used Ford Edge? 5 model years deserve serious caution, and one has a documented engine problem that could turn a cheap SUV into a very expensive repair. But there are also 3 Ford Edge years I'd actually target, depending on your budget. Let's start with the 5 years I'd avoid. Worst, number 5, 2011 Ford Edge. Let's start with the 2011 Ford Edge. At first glance, it looks like a pretty good bargain. You get a comfortable ride, plenty of space, a strong V6, and features that still feel useful today. But there's one problem that can become surprisingly frustrating: electrical issues. One of the most commonly reported concerns is the door ajar problem. The vehicle can incorrectly detect that a door is still open, even when it's completely closed. That can keep the interior lights on, drain the battery, and eventually leave you with a vehicle that won't start. Owners have also reported other electrical, locking, and infotainment problems. And on a vehicle that's already more than a decade old, aging electronics become an important part of the buying decision. So if you're looking at a 2011 Edge, don't just take it around the block. Open and close every door. Test the locks, check the interior lights, look for warning messages, and make sure the battery isn't showing signs of repeated discharge. It's not necessarily a bad vehicle, but there are better years to target. And number 4 brings a more serious concern. Worst, number 4, 2012 Ford Edge. The 2012 Ford Edge deserves extra attention because of reported electrical problems and steering assist issues. If the electronic power steering system develops a fault, steering effort can become much heavier, especially at low speeds. That's something you definitely want to catch before buying. During a test drive, turn the steering wheel fully in both directions. Drive slowly through a parking lot. Pay attention to unusual noises, warning lights, or changes in steering effort, and scan the vehicle for stored diagnostic trouble codes. Remember, we're not saying every 2012 Edge has a steering problem. The question is whether it's one of the best years to buy used. Compared with the alternatives, I'd rather choose a year with fewer concerns. And now, we're moving into the years where technology and age start becoming bigger factors. Worst, number 3, 2013 Ford Edge. The 2013 Ford Edge is a good example of why a vehicle can be decent overall, but still not be one of the best used car choices. It's comfortable, it's spacious, and plenty of owners genuinely like theirs. But one major complaint involves the older My Ford Touch infotainment system. Owners have reported screens freezing, rebooting, failing to turn on, and connectivity problems. The door ajar issue can also contribute to battery drain problems. And then there's the age. A 2013 Edge is now more than a decade old. Rubber components age, suspension parts wear, seals deteriorate, and electronics become more likely to need attention. So a well-maintained 2013 with excellent records shouldn't automatically be rejected, but if your goal is to maximize reliability, there are better Ford Edge years to target. And now we get to the 2 years where the potential repair bill becomes much more serious. Worst, number 2, 2015 Ford Edge. The 2015 Ford Edge is where our list gets serious. This was the beginning of the second-generation Edge. New body, new interior, more technology, a more modern driving experience. But certain 2015 models have a major concern involving the 2.0-liter EcoBoost engine. Ford Technical Service Bulletin 19-2172 covers certain 2015 through 2018 Edge vehicles equipped with the 2.0-liter EcoBoost and describes conditions involving low coolant, white exhaust smoke, rough running, and coolant intrusion into the cylinders. In qualifying cases, the repair procedure can involve replacing the engine long block. That's a completely different level of problem from a malfunctioning touchscreen. We're talking about a repair that can dramatically change the total cost of ownership. Now, this does not mean every 2015 Ford Edge will experience this problem. It depends on the vehicle, engine, condition, and history. But if you're shopping for a 2015 Edge with the 2.0-liter EcoBoost, do your homework. Check the coolant level. Look for unexplained coolant loss. Watch for white smoke during a cold start. Listen for rough running. Check for warning lights, and ask whether the engine has ever been replaced or repaired. Most importantly, get a professional pre-purchase inspection, because there's a huge difference between buying a $10,000 used SUV and buying a $10,000 SUV that immediately needs thousands of dollars in engine repairs. And number one has the same engine-related concern, which is why I'd be even more cautious.
Worst number 1, 2016 Ford Edge. The 2016 Ford Edge takes the number 1 spot on our list. Again, this doesn't mean every 2016 Edge is bad. It means certain versions deserve serious scrutiny before you buy. The biggest concern is again connected to the 2.0-liter EcoBoost and the documented coolant intrusion issue affecting certain 2015 to 2018 Ford Edge models with that engine. That's why engine configuration matters so much. When you're shopping for a 2016 Edge, don't just ask, what year is it? Ask, which engine does it have? Has the engine ever been replaced? Can you show me the maintenance records? And has it ever had unexplained coolant loss or cooling system repairs? These questions can tell you much more than the odometer alone. And don't let a seller convince you everything is fine just because the vehicle starts and drives normally. Some problems may not become obvious until the engine is fully warmed up. Others may leave clues in the service history. That's why a professional inspection is so important. If you're looking at a 2016 Edge with the 2.0-liter EcoBoost, I'd want excellent maintenance documentation and a clean inspection before considering the purchase. But here's the good news. There are also some Ford Edge years I'd actually put on my shopping list, and the first one is especially interesting if you're shopping on a tighter budget. Best number 3, 2014 Ford Edge. If you're looking for an affordable used Ford Edge, the 2014 model deserves serious consideration. Why? Because it represents the mature end of the first-generation Edge. You're getting a proven platform, a spacious cabin, comfortable road manners, and an engine choice that can make sense for budget-conscious buyers. The naturally aspirated 3.5-liter V6 is particularly attractive if you want to avoid the additional complexity associated with turbocharged engines. It's smooth, it's responsive, and it gives the Edge plenty of power for everyday driving and family use. Owner feedback is also encouraging. Current Cars.com owner data shows a strong recommendation rate for the 2014 Edge, along with a 4.6 out of 5 reliability rating. But don't treat that as a guarantee. A well-maintained 2014 can be a great purchase. A neglected one can still become expensive. So check the transmission, inspect the cooling system, look underneath for leaks, review the maintenance history, and get a professional inspection. If you find a clean example with good records, the 2014 Edge can be one of the smartest budget choices. But if you want something much newer, number 2 is where things get interesting. Best number 2, 2020 Ford Edge. If you want a more modern Ford Edge without paying for a nearly new SUV, the 2020 model is one of the strongest choices. By this point, the second-generation Edge had already matured considerably. And there's an important detail. The Edge moved to an 8-speed automatic transmission beginning with the 2019 model year, so the 2020 benefits from that newer powertrain configuration. You're also getting newer safety technology, a more modern cabin, and a significantly newer vehicle than the 2014. Ford's Co-Pilot 360 technology includes features such as pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking, blind spot information, lane keeping system, rear view camera, and automatic high beams.
That's what makes the 2020 attractive. Not because it's perfect, no used vehicle is. It's because it offers a strong combination of age, technology, comfort, safety, and overall value. You don't necessarily need the newest Edge, you need the one that gives you useful features without taking on unnecessary age. But if your priority is getting the newest possible Ford Edge, there's one model year that stands above the rest.
Best number 1, 2023 Ford Edge. If your priority is getting the newest possible Ford Edge, the 2023 model is my number 1 choice. This was the final model year of the Ford Edge in the United States, and that gives it a major advantage for buyers who want the newest version of the platform. You're getting a newer vehicle, modern technology, updated safety equipment, and potentially significantly lower mileage than an older Edge. There's another reason the 2023 is attractive as a used vehicle: depreciation. When you buy a brand new vehicle, the original owner takes the biggest depreciation hit. With a lightly used 2023 Edge, you can potentially let the first owner absorb part of that initial drop in value. That doesn't mean the 2023 will be cheap. It won't. A 2023 will normally cost significantly more than a 2014 or 2020, but you're also getting a much newer vehicle. So the best Ford Edge depends on your budget and priorities. 2023 for the newest experience, 2020 for the best balance, or 2014 on a tighter budget. And I'd be most cautious with 2011, 2012, 2013, 2015, and 2016. What year is your Ford Edge, and how many miles does it have? Drop it in the comments. And for more used car buying guides, subscribe to US Auto Market. Thanks for watching, and drive safe.